sharp and deadly, and it's me that you've cut.
With the triceps, I was standing too close, using too much shoulders, bringing my shoulders up rather than just particularly using my tricep to push it down. Again, from help with Sav, he spotted that, showed me how to do the right movement, the right tempo, and rather than bring it in towards you, bring it out, which is what I've been doing all these years, never knowing the proper way to do it until now.
Now, okay. As you can see, even just by changing the angle of when you was pushing down, it created a lot more stimulation on his triceps, and he couldn't even do as much as he usually does, and the weight that he usually uses, but he felt his triceps a lot more than any other time in his training so far. He's done 5 from the minute they start actually burning it, which in the total amount of reps he done was about 12, which is more or less a brilliant set.
The way I was doing it before, obviously, it was working a slight little bit, but not as much as it could be doing if I was doing it properly. I mean, from now on, I'll be training like that. I mean, every day I'm always learning something new, always something different, which is helping me get better at what it is I'm trying to gain for.
After training, what you have a protein shake, you have
Supplement-wise, I'll have a protein shake, some amino acid, help recover straight away, and then about 2 hours after that, I'll have a meal.
Okay, so you make sure you have your protein after training.
Definitely.
Because it does help recovery because of the amino acids that the protein has. That's where your body utilizes, and that's what helps the recovery. And recovery is as important as training, because if you train and you don't recover, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to get growth. So it's 3 things that happen: stimulation, recovery, and growth. So after you've done your utmost to make sure that you stimulated the muscle and you've done it correctly, you've got to make sure that you do your utmost to help you recover. And that's what protein comes into it.
And the aminos, yeah. Nutrition is obviously important because that's actually the main thing of what makes your body look like the way it is. Yes, after training, straight away I had the protein shake. Why? Because my muscles are craving for protein. If I don't take any protein or form of amino acid, then they will start eating away my muscle, which obviously I don't want, so yeah.
Next body part we're going to look at is back. With the back, it's a little bit more complicated because you have a lot of muscles making up the whole of the back area. So you have to make sure that each muscle gets the right stimulation. Okay, first of all, if you're doing pull downs, wide grip, it should always be done to the back. If you're going to do it to the front, you can't be doing it wide grip to the front because you're not involving enough back muscles with it. If you're doing it to the front, you're going to do it narrow like this, and you pull your elbows back, and that way. If you're doing it wide grip, then it has to be done to the back. So you get your body in position, so all you're doing is pulling it down slowly and controlling the way up. Slowly. And you're going to see people using a lot of weight and going like this.
I feel like myself.
Okay, so, or to the front, which is completely wrong. But it doesn't matter what I say, is when you do it, you tell me after you do it the way I told you, how it feels, and then we'll see. Okay, do a set like to the back, wide grip.
Today, by doing this exercise with Sav, I've realised that it was concentrating on my wings, which it never did before. I felt it on my back, so I clearly was doing it wrong. And I will now continue to doing it the correct way.
Tell me when you start feeling it a lot.
Yeah.
Now, yeah? Okay, come on. Come on, one more. Slowly up. Fight it.
Before, by doing these exercises, I believed it was correct. The only thing is I would feel maybe a different muscle part getting interrupted by my workout, and now it's like, wow, I feel great because it felt direct on the muscle that I was actually using.
Right, stop.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Stop. Okay, first of all, you got to eliminate the momentum you're creating. So when you're pushing it, when you see what you're doing, you're going forward, and then you're using the momentum to help you pull back. The only thing that should be pulling back with is your back muscles and obviously your arms. So you're pulling it back, nice and slow. You go up to there where you feel your back muscles are all being stretched. Don't lean forward, because for leaning forward is allowing you to, is helping you to pull the weight back, but not, your muscles are not doing the work. The whole idea is your muscles has to do the work. So you go, see up to there. I can't, if I lean any more forward, that means I have to bend my back, which is not good. I have to stop there. And when I'm pulling back, I'm not pulling with momentum again taking place like this. Okay. I'm using the back muscles and my arms as leverage, which I have to use to help me do it. Pull back, and you slowly control it. Don't let it pull you too fast forward. Okay?
I always leaned so forward before because I presumed I was doing it correctly, and I was going too far back. Once again, thankfully today, Sav had spotted my mistake, which potentially could help me not to have an injury in the future.
Brilliant. Okay. Fantastic.
Wow,
Surely, yeah?
felt a lot better. Wow.
You thought the weight was too heavy in the beginning? Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah. Wow. I can actually feel it on my wings now. Feels great.
It's good. Okay, go on then. Last set. Perfect. Cool. One more. Yeah.
Wow. That was a great set. Felt great.
The next exercise we're going to look at is the side laterals with the dumbbells. And as the name says, side laterals, but most people, as you saw, they will do it from the front. And the reason why it's done that way is so people can create more momentum to lift heavier weights, which obviously is not the right way. Let me show you. Put them down. The exercise is called side laterals for a reason, because it's side. It's not called front lateral, it's called side. So, and also from the reason why most people do it, the reason why you do it, why I used to do it, is because when you start from the front, I can create more momentum to help me lift the weight. Yeah, so the whole idea is not to cheat, it's to use the muscles to do the work. It's nice and slow up, nice and slow down. Okay, nice. Smooth.
The problem is when it's heavyweight.
Well, that's why. Well, if it's heavyweight, you don't do it. You do it when you do a weight that your muscles. When you get stronger, then you use heavy weights. You can't be using heavy weights if you can't lift them. The whole idea is you develop your muscles. The muscles get stronger, so you're using heavy weights. So slowly, slowly, the weights will get heavier as you get bigger and stronger.
When I was doing it my way, I would swing and I would feel my back when I was doing the side laterals, and I didn't really focus, feel the muscle 100%. But when I lowered the weight and I did it slower, I could only feel the shoulder because that's what I was training.
One more.
It's crazy.
Brilliant. You feel it?
I can only do 8.
Yeah, but the thing is, you did 8 reps, but you felt it.
Quality rest.
You felt
Yeah,
it.
it's still burning. So
Okay. We're going to look at 3 different aspects of training: the frequency of training, the volume of training, basically how much you do, and the execution of each movement. Frequency is very important because you have to hit the muscle every so many days. The volume is very important as well because that dictates your recovery ability. If you do too much, it'll be impossible to recover, and without recovery, nothing is going to happen. And the execution of movement is very important, as you saw earlier. Without that, without doing the exercises correctly, in reality, you're wasting most of your time. I hope you enjoyed today's information and tips that we have given you. Till next time, see you soon.
You cut into, but I don't mind. In fact, I like it. Though I'm terrified, I'm turned on but scared of you.